Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Turning Stone Resort Casino here in beautiful Verona, New York. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum, and brought to you this weekend by Boost Mobile, Money is Power, and by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Sanctioned by the Oneida Indian Nation Athletic Commission. Everything happens tomorrow, Saturday, January 14th. We begin at 5:30 Eastern on ESPN Plus, and then we move over to the network ESPN at approximately 10 p.m. Eastern. A stacked card happening here from upstate New York. It's not 88 degrees outside, but it is hot in this building. Let's get them weighed in. That wasn't a very funny joke. Here we go. Our first bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Please welcome from Cleveland, Ohio, Dante Free Smoke Benjamin Jr. and his opponent from New Orleans, Louisiana, fighting out of Panama City, Florida, Emmanuel Austin. First on the scale, Dante Free Smoke Benjamin Jr. 174 for Dante Free Smoke Benjamin Jr. And his opponent, fighting out of Panama City, Florida, Emmanuel Austin. 175 for Emmanuel Austin. This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the light heavyweight division. From Cleveland, Ohio, Dante Free Smoke Benjamin Jr. From New Orleans, Louisiana, Emmanuel Austin. 6 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Our next bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the featherweight division. Please welcome from Fort Worth, Texas, Juan Antonio the Wolf Lopez, and his opponent from Brooklyn, New York, Bruce Shoo Shoo Carrington. First on the scale, Juan Antonio the Wolf Lopez. 127.5, 127.5 for Juan Antonio the Wolf Lopez, and his opponent from Brooklyn, New York, Bruce Shoo Shoo Carrington. 128 for Bruce Shoo Shoo Carrington. This bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the featherweight division. From Fort Worth, Texas, Juan Antonio the Wolf Lopez. from Brooklyn, New York, Bruce Shoo Shoo Carrington. 6 rounds in the featherweight division.
Lopez. Thank you guys. We're good. Let's go.
Our next bout is scheduled for 8 rounds in the welterweight division. Please welcome from Cordoba, Argentina, by way of Salem, Massachusetts, Rodrigo El Zurdo Correa. And from Atlanta, Georgia, Brian the Assassin 2, Norman Jr. First on the scale, Rodrigo El Zurdo Correa. $148 and a quarter, $148 and a quarter for El Zurdo Correa. And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, Brian the Assassin 2, Norman Jr. $149 for Brian the Assassin 2, Norman Jr., $149. This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds in the welterweight division. From Cordoba, Argentina, Rodrigo El Zurdo Correa. From Atlanta, Georgia, Brian the Assassin 2, Norman Jr. 8 rounds in the welterweight division. Our next bout is scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior featherweight division. Please welcome from Las Vegas, Nevada, repping the Bronx, New York, Floyd Cashflow Diaz, and his opponent from Juana Diaz, Puerto Rico, Edwin El Puto Rodriguez. First on the scale, Floyd Cashflow Diaz. $122 for Cashflow Diaz and his opponent, Edwin Rodriguez. $121.5 for Edwin Rodriguez. This bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior featherweight division. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Floyd Cashflow Diaz. From Juana Diaz, Puerto Rico, Edwin Rodriguez. 8 rounds in the junior featherweight division.
Thank you, guys. All right, let's go.
Our next bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the junior welterweight division. From Yakima, Washington, Margarito Hernandez, and his opponent from right here in Syracuse, New York, Bryce Mills. First on the scale, Margarito Hernandez. $144.25, 144.25 for Margarito Hernandez. His opponent from Syracuse, New York, Bryce Mills. $143 for Bryce Mills. This bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the junior welterweight division. From Yakima, Washington, Margarito Hernandez. From Syracuse, New York, Bryce Mills. 6 rounds in the junior welterweight division.
Thank you, Bryce.
Our next bout is scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior lightweight division. From Santa Marta, Colombia, Ruben El Tigrillo Cervera, and his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, Haven the Hitman Brady Jr. First on the scale, Ruben El Tigrillo Cervera. $130.25, $130.25 for Ruben El Tigrillo Cervera. And his opponent from Albany, Georgia, Haven the Hitman Brady Jr. $133 for Haven the Hitman Brady Jr. This bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior lightweight division. From Santa Marta, Colombia, Ruben El Tigrillo Cervera. From Albany, Georgia, Haven the Hitman Brady Jr. Our next bout, scheduled for 10 rounds in the junior lightweight division. Please welcome from Glendale, California, Adam BluNose Lopez, and his opponent from Carolina, Puerto Rico, by way of Albany, New York, Abraham El Supernova. First on the scale, Adam BluNose Lopez. $129 for Adam BluNose Lopez. And his opponent, fighting at Albany, New York, Abraham El Supernova. 129. 129 for Abraham El Supernova. This bout scheduled for 10 rounds in the junior lightweight division. From Glendale, California, Adam BluNose Lopez. From Albany, New York, Abraham El Supernova. 10 rounds in the junior lightweight division. It is now time to weigh in our co-feature of the evening. 10 rounds, scheduled for 10 in the heavyweight division. Please welcome from Columbia, South Carolina, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Jonnie Rice, and his opponent from Rome, Italy, Guido, the Gladiator Vianello. First on the scale, Jonnie Rice. 274 and a quarter. 274 and a quarter for Jonnie Rice. And his opponent from Rome, Italy, Guido, the Gladiator Vianello. $239, 239 pounds for the Gladiator, Guido Vianello. This bout scheduled for 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. From Columbia, South Carolina, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Jonnie Rice. From Rome, Italy, Guido, the Gladiator Vianello. 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to weigh in our main event. It all goes down tomorrow, Saturday, January 14th, from right here in the beautiful Turning Stone Resort Casino, Verona, New York. Here we go, 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. Please welcome from St. Louis, Missouri, Stephan Big Shot Shaw, and his opponent from Ughelli, Nigeria, Efe, the Silent Roller Ajagba. First on the scale, Stephan Big Shot Shaw. 239 and a half to 39.5 for Stephan Big Shot Shaw. And his opponent from Ughelli, Nigeria, Efe the Silent Roller Ajagba. $235 and a quarter, $235 and a quarter for Efe the Silent Roller Ajagba. This is our main event, 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. From St. Louis, Missouri, Stephan Big Shot Shaw. From Ughelli, Nigeria, Efe the Silent Roller Ajagba. 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. We begin tomorrow at 5:30 Eastern on ESPN Plus, and then we make our way over to the network ESPN at approximately 10 p.m. As always, this is boxing, this is Top Rank. You do not want to miss this tomorrow night. On behalf of everybody here at ESPN, have a great afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow.